Hey folks, Mangamatt back again. This time I'm doing something a little different. I've done it only maybe one other time before, but I know that these are pretty popular to do, so I had an occasion to do one, so here we go. What I'm doing is an unboxing video, which, those of you not familiar, that's where instead of the usual treatment where I will talk about various things that I've gotten over the month and tell you kind of what I thought of it and how I liked it, or show you what it is or anything. This time I've gotten this in the mail like it is, and without having seen any of the contents, I'm going to open it up and see what I got and kind of just visually take it all in, and it's going to be completely candid and genuine from that end. So there you go. And what's special about this one though is that I've been waiting a while for this one. This is from Digital Manga Incorporated. These are the same people who they publish a lot of manga as of late. But I guess they did more, and now they are doing more specialized ones, specifically focusing around Tezuka, Osamu Tezuka works. You may have seen some of their stuff, like, I don't know exactly if something like, say, Berserk, which, again, is a Dark Horse publication, but the digital manga publishing is down in the bottom here, so that's why I'm a little confused as to exactly what stuff they have or have not done in their wheelhouse specifically. But I do know that recently they have shifted from trying to be more mainstream to instead making more select choices about what they produce, and that selection being focusing primarily on works by the late great manga creator and innovator Osamu Tezuka. Their first big success story coming from when they successfully published the Tezuka series story Barbara, and then also a reprinting of Swallowing the Earth. Barbara was their first officially Kickstarter funded manga work that they put in, and it succeeded by leagues past what they planned to get for it. And following the success of Barbara, they then went on to kickstart and fund several other Tezuka publications. Now, granted, they fell through on a few projects here and there. Oftentimes, I think part of it was they were a little too ambitious about how much funding they would actually be getting for some of the works that they were wanting to put out, and should have been, I believe, more focused on just getting very specific series and just getting those out to the people. But you could definitely say that they've had far more hits than they've had misses. You know, anything you do, you're gonna have some shortcomings. But regardless, this particular shipment here is containing one of their latest successfully funded Kickstarter works, and also a slew of other previously successful Kickstart funded Tezuka works that I was not at the time able to get in on at the ground floor, and was able to later have them add to my initial Kickstarter for their latest one, and then they added it to the pool as a list of various add-ons to the work. So essentially this is a lot of different Kickstart funded Osamu Tezuka stories that otherwise would not have ever gotten put out. So of course I'm really excited about this, because this is probably the most Tezuka stuff I have ever gotten at one time from anywhere by anyone. Brand new stuff to read that I don't even know what it is going into it. So here we go. Let's get right into it. Get right into what it is we're checking out here. They did a good job with a lot of the packaging here. They made sure to put floorboards on various things, make sure nothing's sliding around. Oh, here we go. One of the first big breakthrough tiers for Kickstarter was actually getting one of these neat little newsboy caps, which they were able to custom make for anybody that wanted it as an add-on to their initial one. A lot of people might recognize this as the one that Rock Rock would wear in various Tezuka works. So goodbye sock monkey hat and hello newsboy cap. Here we go. Fits a little. I guess it's maybe a little snug, but I do have a really round head, so I can't be too mad at them. I'm hoping that maybe if I just wear it in a little, it'll kind of fit better. Overall, really sweet kind of setup here. I could almost just sit here and play with the cap all day and not even go any further. But gotta push on. Let's see. All right, we got two main big stacks here, all wrapped in paper, wrapped in loving paper here. It's too much stuff here. Gotta make room. Don't need the knife anymore. Let's see. All right, let's see what we get in the first part here. All right, yes, we get Osamu Tezuka's Ludwig B, which was his I guess his Tezuka story focusing on young Ludwig von Beethoven. That's really all I have to go on as far as what the story is actually about. Yeah, Ludwig von Beethoven rising in the charts, gaining praise and attention. While Beethoven is a lover of the craft of music, he's not a fighter. Franz might give him a battle when the war's over. Yeah, one of the final works of Tezuka, Ludwig B, for the first time in English. So, really excited to check this out. And then, here's another one that a lot of people actually were very excited to see. This is Osamu Tezuka's Alabaster, which is supposed to be, shocking display of racism ends athletic superstar James Block's life when the woman he thought he loved admits she only dated him because of his celebrity and would never marry someone of his color. His rage and temper leads him to incarceration, where he meets a mysterious Dr. F, a man whose invisibility ray gun kills his daughter and leads him to the continued diminishing visibility of his granddaughter, Ami. Once freed from jail, James tracks down the gun and turns it on himself, but stops right before fatally wounded. James can no longer be discriminated due to his skin color, for he has none. He takes the nom de guerre, Alabaster, and his translucent tyranny begins with two goals: exacting revenge on his ex-girlfriend and take on the similarly invisible Ami as his own ward. So, pretty fascinating kind of revenge story, I guess. I definitely dig the color, the style here. Very, very kind of just, it's very simplistic, but you can tell it has a very unique kind of emotion to it. Kind of fits the theme of the story that I think is supposed to have a distinctly revenge but sort of tragedy kind of appeal to it. Then I guess we get into the meat and potatoes here of the other side. Nothing else down there, so let's see now. Now somewhere in here there's supposed to be some kind of redeemer for some online Kindle stuff. Oh, here we go. This must be it. The thing that I used to redeem for the Kindle works that the works that they otherwise could not fund to get a physical copy of, but were able to get enough money together to still get a English version put out. So let's see. Oh, we get a nice little Clockwork Orange decal for, I guess you can put that on your car, I guess, or some other kind of works. Also a neat little Swallowing the Earth bookmark. Very nice. Let's see. Oh, a handwritten thank you card from all the people from the main, I guess the main folks there that were in charge of it. Oh, also here's the here's the first promo code for the Age of Adventure, and then this one I'm also excited for, the promo code for New Treasure Island, which New Treasure Island is actually the first Tezuka work that he ever put out. And then oh, Mr. Cactus, and then Crime and Punishment, which was also another very early Tezuka work. And then oh, Castle of Dawn. And let's see here. Oh, some more Swallowing the Earth stickers. Very nice. a lot of neat little stuff here. All right, that's done. And now let's see. Oh, here we go. The titular Clockwork. You know, I said Clockwork Orange. I meant Clockwork Apple. This is Clockwork Apple right here. This is the whole namesake of the entire big Kickstarter of this run right here. This is the thing that they were focused most on getting out there, which is supposed to be a collection of various sci-fi stories, which I always thought that Tezuka had a lot of very interesting ideas when it came to his unique vision of sci-fi. A really great cover. Sorry, guess I should have maybe dwelled on it a little longer. Nice cover. I wish it would have had French flaps, but again, you can't have everything. It's neat design work. Then let's see. Next up, we get also, I really love this cover here. This is for Tezuka's Brave Dan, which is supposed to be about a boy who teams up with a tiger named Dan, and they find themselves fighting for treasure and hunting and getting hunted for their lives. And then they work together to and form a friendship with each other. I guess you could say it's kind of a mixture of Indiana Jones and Life of Pi, maybe. I really love this cover a lot. I thought it was a really cool design idea. I can't wait to read it. And then finally, now, of all of them, I actually did read the first volume of Captain Ken. I read it at a comic book store that I think had it when somebody had initially ordered it, and somebody had initially special ordered it right after the Captain Ken Kickstarter finished, and it would happen to be sitting in their store. So I actually read the first volume of Captain Ken, but not the second volume. This is a very fascinating sci-fi western. It takes place on Mars, and you could imagine it as being a western story that just takes place on Mars. A lot of the similar kind of themes you would see in westerns. One lone gunman who's trying to bring justice to an otherwise unlawful town. You also have the subjugation of the Martian culture by the new settlers. Being part of a larger sort of focus in the storyline. A lot of neat kind of ideas going around. Definitely love this a lot. So there you have it. That was the Osamu Tezuka. Oh, sorry. There's actually one more thing in here. What is this? Oh, win free prizes. Sign up for our newsletter for a chance to win a free prize in our raffle. Oh, and I got a little Barbara button there. So okay, that's Yeah, that is everything now. Absolutely everything. So overall, an excellent haul. Way to start off the new year with some great Tezuka works. And I'm also looking forward to Storm Fairy, which should be coming in a few more months, which was the next uh, Tezuka focused Kickstarter project that was successfully funded. The one after that, the Wonder 3, the Three Wonders, that one didn't get successfully funded, and I can see why. It doesn't have enough it was a little too kid oriented, I think, for a lot of people to really get excited about. And uh, it's kind of, and there wasn't enough neat original ideas. Like Storm Fairy felt like it had a lot of neat original ideas in it, and the Three Wonders just was like these three little animals that come to Earth. They were aliens, and now they're disguised as animals, and they kind of, I guess, do fun little stuff. Like it's very much for a younger audience, I've heard, or as I understand it. There's something like Unico, but Unico had the fortune for them, doing it in full color and making it look absolutely gorgeous the way they did. And I don't think you could have done that with the Three Wonders like that. But needless to say, I'm a big fan of all of the Tezuka stuff that they're doing. They're putting stuff out, and anything they put out, I'm gonna try to uh, help fund it as much as I can. Starting from now, I'll even say that anytime I hear about anything that digital manga publishing is working on, or any other Kickstarter that's coming up for bringing more manga over, I'm gonna at least try to give a shout out on here so that hopefully more people will know about it, and therefore more of those kinds of works will get their due and get brought over as they should, I believe. So anyway, that was this little unboxing video that I did for y'all, and hope you like it, and I hope I can maybe have some other stuff, some other unboxing stuff like this too, sometime in the future. All right, take care.